Hi, good morning. Yeah, yesterday class topic is evening, or yesterday evening class topic. We started first application, right? How many options to create the project? Like, two options. Option one, directly work with the command prompt. Option two is, what is option two? Create the project and open the project with create the project and how many softwares required to work with the React? Two softwares. One is a Visual Studio Code, one is what? Node.js. Yesterday class, what is the option one and what? Option two. Tell me guys how to create the project one more time. So to create the project, just open what? Command prompt. Tell me how to create the project. Open the command prompt. Just to move to the location where you want to create the project. I'm creating the project in the local disk D. That's what I'm moving to local disk D. In the local disk D, what is the command we have to use? In the local disk D, I'm creating the project. What is the command we have to create? Tell me. npm create. npm create what? White at the rate
latest.
npm create and white at the rate latest. So, it's asking like project name. Give the project name is what? My React first app, something like that. If you create the My React first app, then it's asking like framework. Which framework you have to select? React. And which JavaScript? TypeScript. JavaScript. Select the JavaScript. Then the project creation is ready. Project creation is what? Ready. You don't run these commands directly here. You please open the Visual Studio Code. Using command prompt, just create the project. After creation of project, what we have to do? Open the Visual Studio Code. Tell me Visual Studio Code, what we have to do? Go to what? Go to the file menu. Go to the file menu. Click on what? Open file, open folder. Click on open folder. Once if we click on the open folder, then select the folder. What the folder you created application? React. So here we are the React first step application. So this is the first step application. Select that project and click on what? Select folder. Then project is open with Visual Studio Code. Yeah. So initially you'll get how many folders guys here? Two folders. One is a public folder and the SRC folder. Are you getting any node modules folder here? No. We are getting only two folders, public and what? SRC. Yeah. After that we need to do what? Install the dependencies. How to install dependencies? Tell me. How to install dependencies? Here you can go for the menu bar in the view dot is there. Click on this one. Which one here? Terminal. And click on what? New terminal. Once if we click on the new terminal, the terminal is open like this. And install the required packages. How to install the required packages? npm install, we need to go with the required packages. Npm what? Install. Make sure that you are connecting the internet. Internet should be required. And installed, it will install what? All the required dependencies. Okay, once the installation is done, all the dependencies, what folder is created? Tell me here. Node modules folder. Node modules folder. Yesterday we discussed the node modules folder. All the dependencies are goes to which folder here? Node modules folder. All the dependencies are goes to which folder? Node modules folder, right? And all the packages information goes to which folder? Package.json. All the dependencies information goes to package.json. All the dependencies are goes to which folder guys here? Node module. Previously how the node modules are after installation. After installation, you'll get which module, which folder here? Node modules. All the information goes to which file here? Package.json. Yeah, we done with the installation process. After installing node modules, what we have to do? npm. We have to run the project, guys. How to run the project? npm run dev, right? Click on enter button. Once if we click on npm run dev, so the project is running here. So localhost, we have the port number 51473. Copy this link and paste the link in the browser. Just this is the link we have to run. And just you can place it in the browser. You will get the React first application. So you are writing the code. By default, they give you some project. By default, they give you some project. That project is coming like this. This is like white plus React. Got the React like this. And go for the count option here. Count plus count is automatically increasing, right? Count is what? Increasing. Are you writing the code or by default given this code? By default, they give you some code. That is a React basic code they given, right? Exactly. See guys, come to the folder structure here. Today we'll focus on the folder structure here. Go for the public node modules folder. What the node modules folder contains? All the dependencies. Whatever the dependencies we install, all the dependencies are goes to which folder here? Node modules. All the dependencies are goes to node modules folder. Dependency information goes to which folder here? Package.json contains just information about the dependencies, guys. Dependencies React, dependencies like types, ESLint, globals, something like that. All the dependencies goes to which folder? Node modules. Dependencies goes to node modules. Dependency information goes to package.json. Like how many dependencies you installed, how many, like what versions you installed. That all goes to package.json. Today, you please open the node module folder. You can check it, and if I open the package.json, you can open it. Check it. And after that, next folder is like public folder. Next folder is what? Public folder. Public folder means which contains all the images, all the icons, all the themes. So your project is using some images, right? All the images, all the themes, all the icons, all we can make it a public folder. What folder? Yeah? Public folder, right? Public folder contains just images. What it contains? Images, icons, themes, text files. Then basic files we have go for the public folder. After public folder, next folder is what? SRC folder. So next folder is what? SRC. Okay, this is the main folder, SRC folder. This is SRC folder we have. This SRC folder, when you open this SRC folder, you will get this app.css. Read this point here. What the first one here? App.css. Next one is what? App.jsx. Next one is what? Index.css. Next one is what? Main.jsx. Okay, the extension is what, guys? These are CSS files, guys. App.css and what? App.css and index.css keep aside. That's CSS files. And for us, main files are two files, guys. One is the app.jsx, one is the main.jsx. SRC. See, SRC folder contains all the components. I told the component extension is what? JSX. What does JSX tell me? JSX contains HTML code, JavaScript code, writing the HTML inside the JavaScript. Writing the HTML inside what? JavaScript. Good. Writing what? HTML inside what? JavaScript. Writing the HTML inside the JavaScript is called JSX extension. So we need to focus on only JSX files, guys. Forgot about the CSS files here. One is how many JSX files are there here? Total 2. One is the app.jsx. Second one is what? So the app.jsx and what? Main.jsx. Let me open the app.jsx. This is app.jsx file open here. Once if you open the app.jsx, open what? App.jsx. See guys, in a browser you are seeing like, what the browser you are seeing here. This is a white symbol and React symbol and the count symbol. And this is information, right? These are all the code they're written in the app.jsx. App.jsx is the code, guys. Basic file here. This is the code we written. See, guys, this is like app.jsx file. This is like anchor tag. Image is what? What the image, guys, here? Image, SRC, white logo. This is like image, SRC, React logo. White logo and what? React logo. So white logo is there, and white logo means which one, guys, here? Left side one. This is white logo. This is what logo? React logo. That's what just you can see this app.jsx file. Don't delete entire code, just you can see what the code it is there inside the. They define like function. Function name is what? App. I told how many functions we have? 3. What are 3? Component function to create a component. The function create the component is called component function. Inside the component, what we are writing? Inside the component, write the logics using arrow function. And get the predefined support using hooks and return statement. What will say? What will write inside the return statement? HTML plus JavaScript. Okay, don't say like that. Inside the return statement, what we write means you want to see the data in where? Browser. To see the data in the browser, you should write the code inside what file, guys? Here, return statement, right? Yeah. See this file here. We got the white image tag is there. White logo. The second one is what? SRC. React logo is there. Then you can see the set count. Count is there, no? This is a count is. See, count is something like you can change to Ratan sir. Count is what? Ratan sir. Just you can change it. Come to here. See guys, count is what? Count is Ratan sir. The value change or not change it? Change it. Guys, like that, if you want, delete this image. So one image I'm going to delete. Okay, I deleted image. See guys, one image deleted. What image deleted here? React image deleted, right? Like that is a file, guys. Count is and edit the SRC, click here, white logo and learn more, something like that. Here we have the data, right? Good. So what file data we are seeing in the browser? Yeah, app.jsx. Hey, what file, ma? Here, how many JSX files you are seeing? Mainly 2 files. One is the app.jsx, second one is what? Main.jsx. Now we are seeing the data in the browser. That is what file? App.jsx or main.jsx? Nice, app.jsx. You do one thing, remove everything in the app.jsx. So you don't want to use the predefined support. That's what I removed everything from the app.jsx. See, now this is the file is what? app.jsx, then you can save it. Once if you saved, it's auto reloaded, right? Automatically. Yes, any data is there here? No. That is a process, guys. So yesterday class we are seeing this data. This data is nothing but what file, guys, here? App.jsx. What file here? App.jsx. All of you please remove the app.jsx code, complete code. So app.jsx code is removed. Go to see the browser. Any data is there here? No data. Everything is what? Removed. Everything is what? Removed. Now you write the function, guys. You create the component. To create what? Component. How to create a component? Tell me. Component function, right? You have to create the component, component function. Tell me guys, how to create the component? Take the function guys simply. Function name is what? App. I told the yesterday class function name starts with what? Lowercase or capital letters? Function name starts, component name starts with what? Capital letter. So function I written the app. The function is what? App. Okay, this is like function app is there. After that tell me next one is what? Function app. Okay, I created the component. That's it. Component creation is what? Function name is what? Tell me here, function name is what? App. Function name is app. Good. Function component is created. What we have to do inside the component? Inside the component, write the. There is no logics, there is no error functions, there is no hooks. Just I want to see hello world in the browser. To see the data in the browser, what we have to do? Where we have to write the code? You have to see the data in where? Browser. To see the data in the browser, where we have to write the code? Inside the return statement. Directly you write the return statement. That's all. Just you can write the return statement. So write the return statement. Tell me guys, return. You write the parenthesis because return you have to write one line or multiple lines are multiple lines. That's what simply I can write a return statement with parenthesis I written here. There is a parenthesis we written. You can go for what? Return parenthesis. Tell me guys, what do you want written? Just like write, can I write the h1 tag, right? H1 tag. Tell me guys, this is what? React. This is what? Tell me. React first application like this. This is just you can close what tag guys here? H1 tag, right? That's it. But that's all. I created one component. In the component, I want display the data. To display the data, what I written here? Return. Oh, written what? H1. This is what? React. First application, right? That's all guys. Enough. How to create the component? Tell me here. Component is a function component, right? Component is nothing but what? Function component. Function, you can go for what? App. Tell me, next you got to go for what? Return statement. The return statement parenthesis required because you want write the return one line of return or multiple lines of return. Yeah, multiple lines of return, you can go for the parenthesis. After that, you have right. Here you write the return statement, some message, guys. What the message? Tell me here. H1 tag. Tell me, guys, what the message? H1 tag. Tell me, guys. Welcome to what? React first application. Welcome to React first application, right? Exactly. Okay, that's it. Create the component. Inside the component, write the return statement. That's it. That message I can see in where? Browser. I can see the data in where? Browser. Go to the browser. You can see the message. Can you see the message here? Can you see the message here? No, I saved guys already, but we cannot see the message here. So right click on what? Inspect. You are not seeing the message here. I'll tell you what the reason here. Yeah. See guys, it say read the error message. See guys, going like always we need to read the errors and try to solve the errors. Then you'll become a developer. No sir, I'll by heart the code. I will write the A plus B addition operation means you are not eligible for the software industry. Always try to read the errors. I written the code. I written like one component. The component written the hello world message. To display the data in the browser, you go for what statement here? Return statement, right? But I'm seeing output or not seeing output? Not seeing output. Go and check the error here. Read that error message here. Uncaught syntax error. The requested module, like app.jsx module is there. See this one here, app.jsx. See, if you read the errors properly, guys, you'll become a very good developer. Because whoever have the patience to read the errors, he'll become a nice developers. So app.jsx, clearly it is showing information. The requested module, what is the module tell me? Where we are writing the code, app.jsx. In app.jsx does not provide an export named default. Export named is what? Default. It means it does not provide what does not provide the export option. So it does not provide what? Export. Guys, every module we should export that module, guys. We go for the what option, guys, here? Export. Export default. See, here is saying the clearly message that does not provide what? It does not provide what? Export named default. That's what, guys, you write that export option here. Write the export option. I'll tell you what is the export. Export, you can write the default. Export default. Tell me, guys, what the module name you have to write? Export default. What the module name tell me here? App. That's all. You got the point? So you create the function. After creating the function, what we have to do? You create what? Function. This is what? Component. Inside the component, return statement. And export, we have to export that component. Export that what? Component. Yeah, that is called export option. I'll tell you the export option. That is export component. Guys, now you can save it. After saving, go to the browser. Now you can see the data here. So you just can what? Refresh. That's output. Welcome to React first application. That's all. It means tell me how to create the component. Tell me first. How to create a component? Function. Function name is what? App. Good. Go for what? Return. Do you have any logic shadow functions now? No. Any predefined hooks? No. Only we wanted to see the message in the browser. See the message in what? Browser. Browser. See the message in where? Browser. Browser means what? Return statement parenthesis. Then you can go for what? H1 tag. Tell me guys. What? Huh? Welcome to what? Return classes. Just you can save it, go to the browser, you'll get output or not getting output now. Why? We need to export. How to export? Export default. What the component name? App. That's all. You can see the output in the browser. See the output in where? Browser, right? That's the output, guys. Re output coming or not coming up? That is called your React first component creation. First component creation. Sir, all are okay, sir, but this is the welcome to React Ratan sir classes. Very good. But I want to write one more tag like H2 tag. So students are what? Nice. Irregular to what? Irregular to classes. Pongal holidays, how many days? 15 days. No responsibility, no hard work, but they want job in TCS and Infosys. TCS and what? Infosys. Good, very nice students, guys. Very nice. Good. If you are coming or not coming, Ratan sir classes, what? Yuddham agadu. Yuddham బాగుపడేవాడు బాగుపడతాడు గాలి తిరిగేవాడు గాలి తిరుగుతాడు. We can't do anything. If you are coming or not coming, classes are what? Last two classes, we done more information. We discussed about the Redux. Redux to maintain local state, global state. Props. What the purpose of the props? Sharing the data between one component to another component. We discussed about the Axios. What is the Axios? The front-end React application interacting with web. Back-end REST APIs using what? Axios. All the logics are server side or client side? Using what? React. NPM. What is the purpose of NPM? To install the required dependencies. NPM full form is what? Node packaging. What we discussed again? And we discussed about the SPA, SPA. What is a SPA? Single page application. Instead of we need to reload entire project, we need to reload the specific page. We need to reload the specific page, go for NPM. Virtual DOM. What is virtual DOM? We need to, browser side we have the virtual DOM or real DOM. Browser side we have the real DOM, React side we have the virtual DOM. So you do the modification directly on the real DOM or virtual DOM. Virtual DOM is going good, apply the modifications on the real DOM. Virtual DOM concept we done. And hooks. What is a hooks? Predefined functions. Predefined functions. Like that. How many functions in React? Three kinds. One is the component function. The function creates the component. Second one, data functions to write the logics. Third one, hooks. And after the evening class, we discussed about how to create the project and how to run the project. And we discussed the JavaScript data types. How many data types in JavaScript? The four. Number, string, boolean, begin. JavaScript is statically typed or dynamically typed? Dynamically typed means you no need to give the data types. Data types will take automatically. How many keywords we discussed? What are three keywords? Let, var, const. Let means block level. Value can be changed or cannot be changed. Let. Next one is const. Const means what? Block level value can be changed or cannot be changed. Yeah, most frequently use let and var, guys. Let and const. Var means one block or all blocks are. And we discussed about undefined. When you will get undefined? Value is given or not given? Value is not given, you will get what? Undefined. And we discussed about the infinity, positive infinity, negative infinity, and we discussed about the NaN, right? NaN means what? Not a number like that. Today we discussed about app.jsx main file. Main file app.jsx is there. App.jsx, I deleted the code. I'm writing the code, right? I read an H1 tag. H1 tag is working. Students are what? Irregular to the classes. But they want job in. But they want. Tell me guys. They want job in what? Job in TCS. Very nice. Good. Close the what tag is here? H2 tag. That is like H2 tag opening guys, and H2 tag is what? Closing, right? Exactly. We got the point up? Yes, this is H1 is opening and closing. This is H2 opening and what? Closing. You save this code, guys. After saving, go to the browser and check the output here. Read that output here. Read that error message. Read this error message once. So what is saying here? This is error message. What error message tell me? Adjacent JSX element must be wrapped in a closing tag. Did you went to JSX fragment? Okay, he's saying that what JSX? So he's saying what? JSX fragment. Previously written only one H1 tag, right? How many H1 tags, sir? One H1 tag is working fine, but you're writing one H1 tag or multiple H1 tags, sir? Multiple tags you're writing. If multiple tags you're writing, he's saying that you wrap the multiple tags into single element. He's saying what? Wrap the. Tell me here. So wrap means what? Combine. Wrap means what? Combine. So JSX element must be wrapped into enclosing tags. One tag means no problem, guys, but you're writing one tag or multiple tags. Multiple. That multiple tags you have wrapped into one block. Wrapped into what? One block. If you wrap it into one block, you can take the one element like one option like div tag, guys. Div opening and what? Div closing. Div is what? Main tag, right? So that main div tag is wrapping the all elements into what? Single element. Just you can open the div and what? Close the div. Now you can see the output in the browser. Just you can go to get the output. You're seeing one element, right? One element means any problem is there? No. If you write the 3 elements or 4 elements, he's saying that these 4 elements you can make it as a one block. That's what I used what tag is here? Div tag. What tag here? Div tag, right? That is a div tag. That is what? Div tag. But mostly, if you know the slogan Japandi, sir. Yes. Today topic is function component. What component? Today we are creating first component. What component? Very important. Today topic. It's very, very important. Focus on what? First component. To create the component, use the function. Function name is what? App. What? App. Not app. App. Inside the function, you want to see like, A plus B addition. In Amirpet classes, came to Hyderabad and attending the classes, learning what? A plus B addition, 10 less than 20, 30. If you don't know GitHub, then where you deployed your projects? Sir, what project, sir? Are you done in the React project, right? React project, sir? Yes, sir. I done the project, sir. What project you done? Sir, my sir, in my classes, I learned about how to print the 10 names, how to print the movie names, vegetable names, and that. Printing the vegetable names, do you think is a project? Yes, sir. It's a real-time project, sir. What project? Did you apply any add to cart option? Is the data is add in the cart? Data is add in cart. No, sir. That is advanced level. That is what level? Advanced level. And tomorrow you'll start the project. I will not teach like, A plus B addition, 6 plus 4, 10. And I'll not discuss printing the, 4, 5 names printing, Satya, Ratan, These all not going to work out in my classes. Tomorrow we'll start the project. In the project, veg item should be displayed, non-veg item should be displayed. If you click on the add to cart, cart is added, cart incremented, cart decremented. You need to apply the coupon rather than 10. Coupon should be applied and apply the discount 20%. Discount should be applied. And once you've done the purchase option, that message you should send to the mail ID or mail ID. And after that, you need to maintain all the orders, what you ordered previously. Assume like you ordered 4 orders and I will maintain the time and date of your orders, what you done. And I will maintain like, your address details because you enter the 4 5 addresses. I will maintain all the addresses. Continue with this address. Continue with this address. You got the point, right? Yeah. Be careful. Be like, professional and be like, what you can say? Graduate student. How to create the function? Tell me guys here. Function. Function name is what? App. Function name is what? App. And what? The return statement. Go for the return statement. The return statement contains parentheses. Tell me guys. One H1 tag. Today class is what? Today class completed. Palaknama. Today class is what? Completed. Good. So this is like today class completed. One H1 tag means any problem is there? No problem. Go to the browser. Just you can click on what? Refresh. I think something is goes wrong. What? Huh? Good. I know that I'm checking you following the class or not. Tell me what the expert option. If I forgot any problem is there? No problem. But you forgot a problem is there. Sir, no, right? Manager is doing the mistake, any problem? No problem. Manager, right? Developer doing the mistake means? He is the senior manager, Falak number. Becomes what? Senior manager with 2-3 iPhones and one spray bottles and one extra pair of cloths. Export what? Exporter default. Very good. Just you can click on what? Refresh. We got output. Today class is what? Completed. But you want to write one tag or 2 tags? 2 tags. Go for what tag here? H2 tag. If you go for the H2 tag and here tomorrow you will continue. Tomorrow we will. Yeah, tomorrow you will continue. Just you can close the H2 tag. But H2 tag data showing or not showing? Not showing. What we have to do? We need to wrap these elements into the one main div. Wrap into what? Main div. Take the main div into what? Div tag. Div opening on what? Just you can write the div opening on what? Div closing, right? Yeah, just you can close the div. After wrapping into the div tag, then you can open the browser. We got the output, right? Today class is what? Completed. Tomorrow you will continue. Yeah, that is called React, your first example, guys. But here we will not use the div tags. We will not use what? Div tag. The problem with the div tag is the problem with what? Div tag is nice. The problem with the div tag is like, DOM structure, right? What is a DOM? Document, object, mode. DOM means what? Tree of objects. I shown the DOM structure also, right? Going for the HTML head to body like DOM structure. If you take the div tag, then what happened? In the DOM structure, div object is created. Div what? Object is created. What object is created? If you take the div tag is wrapping the element. The problem with the div tag is one extra object is created in the DOM structure. One extra what? Object is created in what? DOM structure. That's what, guys, they said you don't use the div tag. Div tag means what happened here? Extra node is added in the DOM structure. Extra object is added in where? DOM structure. That's what, guys, they said like, use the React fragment. What am I? React? Just they said like, use the React what? Fragment. Use the React fragment opening and what? React fragment is what? Closing. There is a React fragment we have to use. React fragment says that does not add the, what you can say, object in the DOM structure. Div means what happened here? Hey, some people ask the question, that's mandatory entry question. What is the React fragments? React fragments. When you write the multiple elements in the return statement, you need to wrap the multiple elements into what? We need to wrap the multiple elements using what tag? Div tag. Can you wrap the elements using div tag? Yes. But what the problem? Extra node is added into the DOM. That's what they given what React fragment. React fragment says it does not add the extra node in the what you can say DOM. So it does not add what? Extra node in the DOM. Now you got the output, no problem. Same output, right? If you want any change, just you can add some extra message like that. Just you can what? Refresh. Just you can refresh React fragment. Just a console, you can check it. Require is any closing brace required here? Yeah, React fragment. And even just you can remove this React fragment. They said like you no need to use the React fragment also. Directly we can use what? Just opening and what? Closing. Okay, just opening and what? Closing. This is what guys? Opening. This is what? Closing. This is also React fragment. First they given the React colon fragment. Maybe I use latest version. That's the issue. React colon, they use what? Fragment like this. But later they said what? You don't need to write even React fragment also. Just you can use what? Opening and closing. Opening and what? Closing. Just now we can refresh the browser. We can refresh what? Browser. We can refresh what? Browser. Why this is not coming? This is just opening and this is what? Just closing. H1 tag is there, H2 tag is there. This is the problem. Just we can remove it. Just we can come and what? Refresh it. Yeah, we got output there. What output guys here? Today class is what? Completed. SDJ of something like we added, right? If you remove that one, it's not a problem, right? Just you can go to the browser. Just you can do what? Refresh. Then you open and refresh. Well, load and not loaded, guys. And React is a strictly typed, guys. We have the H1 tag opening and H1 tag closing. Assume that you forgot H1 tag closing. Even in the HTML, it is working. Working or not working on? But here it will not work. It is React is a strictly typed. You will get error. Even if you are missing one slash, also you get error. Even you are missing what? One slash will get error. That is a React fragment, guys. What is the purpose of React fragment? Tell me. To grab the one element of multiple elements. To grab the multiple elements. Before the React fragment, what we are using? Div tag. Okay. Before the React fragment, what we are using? Div tag. But what is the problem with the div tag? One extra node is added into the extra node is added into where? Extra node is added into the DOM. To overcome that problem, they given React fragment. Generally, we have to write the React fragment. So something like React colon fragment. They should write the code like this, React fragment like this. But latest version they said React fragment also required, not required. Just you can write what? Opening and closing. That is React fragment. Yes. Now we can see the output code is coming. No problem. Okay, last time you please tell me the code. How to write the function creation? Tell me. How to get the component? How to get the component is what? Function. App. Go for what? Return statement. You want to see the data in the browser means write in the return statement. Yeah, tell me the code here. H1 tag. H1 tag is what? ABC. Good. Good. This is the browser. Getting output or not getting? Not getting. Why? We need to export the option, guys. I will tell you what the export purpose here. Export. What the option, guys here? Export. Export and default. What the function is here? App. Every component we have to export, guys. Just you can come and refresh. We got the ABC. And you write the what tag next one, you guys? H2 tag. Because we call H2 tag. H2 tag opening and closing. Tell me, guys, this is like XYZ. But this is working or not working? Not working. Because you are writing one statement or multiple statements. Multiple statements means we need to make it as a React fragment. How to make the React fragment, guys? Div tag you can write it, we cannot write it. We can write div tag, but the problem is what? Extra node is added to the DOM. That's what React fragment we can use. Just you can write what? What you can say? Opening and closing date. That's all, guys. Just you can go to the browser. We got what? ABC and XYZ. Today, all of you open the JSX. You write some code in that, and you try to see the output is coming properly or not. Get the point? A class. App.jsx. Remove the code in app.jsx. App.jsx is a component, right? Remove the code in app.jsx component. Write the Remove the code in app.jsx component, write your code, write your code. Tell me guys, how to write the code? Function name is what? App. You write the return statement parenthesis required. You write the h1 tag. Welcome to Ratan sir classes. Close the h1 tag. We need to write the export guys. What the export option? Export. Export default. Export default what? App. Good. Run the above code. Run the above code. Check the output. To write the multiple statements in what? Return statement. We need to wrap the right. Focus on work here. Unnecessary things why in the classroom. You will come to the classes occasionally again. He is too much education. Or I'll show. Tomorrow 9:15 I'll stop the class at outside. Then management will come, we'll talk to you. To write the multiple statements in return statement, we need to wrap into React fragment. What is the purpose of React fragment? Write the multiple statements in return. We need to wrap into single unit. We can wrap into single unit using what tag is you can use div. We can wrap single unit using div, but one extra node added into DOM tree structure. We can wrap the single unit using what address? Using div also. But what the problem here? But one extra node is added into the DOM tree structure. We eliminate the extra DOM node, use React fragment. Use React fragment. What's the purpose of React fragment? Can you say the group or can you say the wrap? Very good. Wrapping. Grouping is your word, yeah? Better to say wrap. Wrapping. No chocolate wrapper, right? Like that. React fragment allows you grab the React fragments, use it to grab the multiple elements into single unit. Without adding extra node to the DOM. Without adding what? Extra node to the DOM. There are two React fragments. For a single element React fragment required, not required. For single element React fragment is not required. React fragment is required when we have multiple elements. We are returning a single child element or multiple child elements. We are returning the React fragment is not required when you're returning what? Single element, single child element. React fragment required when you're returning what? Multiple child elements. H1 tag, H2, paragraph, list, order list, something like that. What is the purpose of React fragment? Use it to grab the multiple elements into the single element without adding extra node to the DOM. Can you grab the elements using div tag? Yes, but the problem is the extra node is added to the DOM. You write the example with the two nodes, H1, H2 tag, something like that. You write the example there using two tags. Hey, you are good at learning. You are good at subject. Huh? You are good at analysis. Yes, sir. Then if you're good at the classes, then good at everything, right? Then why? Right? See, the guy who is not able to focus, not able to work hard, keep aside. But you can have the analysis, you can do the work, but you're irregular to the classes. Yeah. You guys check your notes. By evening, finish the notes. Check your examples. Your example means you write the example. I think you are writing example and leaving gap. Write the example with two statements. Tell me the code with two statements. How to create the function? Function. App. Function app is there. Fine. Next one. Return. Return parenthesis. Here you can write some React fragment. React fragment is opening and what? Closing. The React fragment, you please write the some h1 tag. Welcome to Satya tag. And close the h1 tag. And the next one is what? h2 tag. Just you can write welcome to Tensor class or something like that. Close the h2 tag. And make sure that the tag strictly you have to follow the codes. I forgot to write the export. Good. You write the export default app like this. Export default app. Export default app. For default tab. Then right. Good. App.jsx is the predefined file. They given right. App.jsx we written up. They given the file like app.jsx, right? So you please write one file like greet.jsx, something like that. Let me do one thing. Let me write the greet.jsx file. What file? This is done. Good. Go for the application. You please create your own component, guys. Create the components under the SRC folder. SRC folder contains what? All React components. All the React components are goes which folder, guys? Here, SRC folder. In SRC folder, just right click on the new file. Click on what? New file. If you click on the new file, it is asking the file name. Tell me, guys, what the file name? Tell me. So let me write the greeting.jsx file. Greeting.what? JSX. Click on the enter button. That is my greeting.jsx file. You write the as usual component. How to get the component? Tell me. Function. Speak out. Function. Function. You write the full name. The file name and the function name. Make sure the same name should be there. So I written the greeting like this. Previously app.jsx. See that file name here. Previously app.jsx. Then app. Greet function app. This is what greeting.jsx function is. What am I? Greeting. Function name should be starts with what? Capital letter. Component, guys. Component name starts with what? Capital letters. Tell me the greeting. Return. Speak out. Return. Write the fragment. React fragment better. So let me write the fragment like this. After fragment, write what? H1 tag. H1 tag what? Tell me some names. Top 10 top 5 movies. Just let me write the top 5 movies. Tell me guys, top 5 movies I'm writing like this. Fine. Close the H1 tag. After that, go for the order list. In order list, just you can write what? Some list items. Li tag I'm writing here. Tell me guys, top 5 movies. You can write the Pushpa. Just like that. Open the close like this. Guys, we need to write the code like this, ma. What we should write in real time. Just you can write the order list you want. What list? Order list you want. Order list contains what? List items. Order list contains what? List item. How many list items you want? 5. Click on the 5, click on enter. Okay, now like that you write the code. That is senior developers write the code like that. Sir, no, yeah. That luck. And even I will tell you how to create the React function means React function RFC is there. What FC? RFC is there. What FC? RFC, click on enter. Function is created. Delay. Make people starting you all what? Generate the code. You will not write the code. Huh? If I write like you all generate the code, right? Good. That is like order list, guys. Here you can write what? Pushpa. No, next one is what? Triple R. And next one is what? Bahubali. You're PDF. KGF. Okay, KGF. Solar like that. NFL. This is a greeting app, guys. This is what component it is? Oh, Kalyan అవుతుంది కళ్యాణ్ పేరు రాలేదేమో what you can say Kalyan. Yeah, that is the top 5 movies. How many movies I added? What application, what component it is? Tell me. Greeting component. Greeting component contains what? Return statement. Return statement contains what? Fragment. Fragment contains the elements. Fragment contains what? Elements. See guys, this is my greeting file. But the main file is what file? App.jsx is the main file, guys. What the main file? App.jsx. Whatever we are writing, you should write inside the what file, like app.jsx. What file here? App.jsx. What is your component? Tell me. Greeting. You include that greeting component to app.jsx. Include that what component? Greeting. See guys, app.jsx is a main file. The React can understand only app.jsx, but greeting cannot understand. That's why you import that greeting into where? App.jsx. When the app.jsx is loading, a greeting also loaded. What is loaded here? Yeah, because React can understand what file. Tell me. App.jsx. You are writing which file? Greeting.jsx. You include that greeting.jsx into where? App.jsx. Guys, that's what, guys. Here simply can write what? Greeting, guys. That's all. What you can write? Greeting. You can write the slash, guys. Once if you write the slash, ending is not required. Generally, you should write like this, opening and what? Closing. But if you put the slash here, then closing is required, not required. Not required. Like that, you can include the greeting. Okay, clear, huh? What the point you written? You written what file, guys, here? Greeting.jsx. Here, what file is there? App.jsx. Sir, no, just you can write the message like, H1 tag you can write better. And here you can write the H1 tag. This is what file, guys, here? This is what? This is app.what file, guys, here? JSX file. Including what file? Tell me. Including what? Including what? Greeting.jsx file. Hey, make sure that when you are going for the import statement, guys, you don't write the complete name here. See, if you see this one here, write the 2-3 characters, then we can see that the greeting first file. Greeting is what? First file. Click on enter button. Once if we click on the enter button, the advantage is above you can see that generally it is not importing. Actually, it has to import. Tell me how many files you written total here? How many files you written? 2 files. What are 2 files? App.jsx and greeting.jsx. Greeting.jsx where I am including in app.jsx. What file here? What file? Which file you are including? Greeting.jsx into? See, to give your file to others, to give your file to what? I want to give my file to you guys. Then you have to import my file, right? Yes or no? Online people, you got the point, huh? Today now no chattings. You are not chatting with me. Are you guys hurted today? Please respond. Good morning. How many files you are writing? 2 files. Greeting and online people, please respond. Busy. 2 files you are writing. Greeting and app.jsx. You should include what file into what file? App.jsx into greeting or greeting into the app.jsx. Huh? Aperture kadamma. Aperture completed. Huh? Aperture chicken, mutton, all are done. Greeting into app.jsx. Yes, exactly. Good. See, guys, you want to include the greeting into app. Assume that you want import my file, guys. You want import my file means you have to import first. You have to import. I have to import some file, guys. I have to import. But to import some file in the React, first of all, that fella has to export. But if I done the export, then you can import. Understood? Very important question. Export and imports. If you want import means what? Directly you can import or you cannot import. You cannot import. I have to export first. If I then you can. In the goods, we have to export first, import. First, we have to export. Once that guy is exported, then only that guy is what? Imported. It means greeting file should be exported. Then app.jx can import. There's a difference between export and import, guys. Tell me what is the difference between export and import? Someone has to use your file means someone has to use your file. Then you have to export. They have to import. Very good. Tell me the point. I don't know. What the question? Tell me. Someone. Tell me. Someone there. Write the fine point. Someone. Someone has to use your component. Someone has to use your component. Someone has to use your component means what? Tell me, guys. First point is someone has to use your component. Then what you have to do? What they have to do? First, you have to export. First, you have to export. Later, they need to import. That's very important. That's what export import. That's what previously also reading export, right? App.jsx file you're exporting because someone has to import. Someone has to import. Someone using your file means what we have to tell me? Someone has to use your component. What we have to do? First you have to. Then they have to. Later they have to import. Online people got the point. Someone has to use your component. Then what we have to do? First you have to sleep. Then other will wait. Other will what? Other will come and they said like, don't sleep. Online people are responding. 1 second. First export. Then export. Then import. Hey, first we have to export the component, guys. That's what, don't forget, all the components should export. Those exported components should be imported in somewhere. That's what, guys, go to the what file here. First export, later then import other files. That's what, go to what file, guys? App.jsx, greeting.jsx. Greeting.jsx. This greeting.jsx, we have to import export. Export. How to export? Export. Export default. Now, what would happen? That is what file? Greeting file. Then we have to export it. Once if you export, then app.jsx can import. And while writing the greeting, guys, you write the just 2-3 characters greeting like this. Click on enter. Once if you click on the enter, here the import statement is automatically done. In Amirpet faculties, they'll write import clearly. Import greeting from. That is a bookish point. You don't focus on import statements. You don't focus on what? If you write the import statement, you have the failure concept. Even Angular students, React students, all will focus on, faculties will focus on import. Very important import. Import how many? Import. How many import? Import. The Maida print batch. What batch? Like, who will focus on the import? Right? You don't focus on the import. What do you want? A greeting file. Just you can go with what? Control space. Select the component name. Click on enter. Automatically import is done. Automatically what? Import is done. Then tell me what the difference between import and export. Tell me what is import and export? Import means what? Import. Hey, import means what? Export means? Export. First close. Import means import, export means export. Bus. Wait, these are very important because we should know the structure of the file first. Initial class only important, guys. IIT people and big people, highly qualified students are there. IIT people, they don't know like all internals. They know very perfect basics. These all are the basics. Once if you know the basics properly, then they'll Google it and copy paste the code into proper places. But unfortunately, you guys are regular to the classes, irresponsible. You never focus on the structure. You will focus on what? Logic. But real time, you want logic or you want structure? Structure. Once if you know the structure, logic comes from the Google. But unless you are focused on what? Unnecessary thing. You are, sir, no, Yes, sir. Don't you feel bad. If you feel bad also, bad is bad. I am not bad. Huh? I am the bad. Huh? Understood, right? I told recently yesterday I told Elon Musk will done one tweet. Entire world is changing. What the tweet of Elon Musk? Did you check it right? No, no. I check J Magande. Pushpa 2 Kisak song is coming. What song? Kisak. Immediately open the Kisak. Kiss. What Elon Musk said? Without degree, you are fail or not, you have done the schooling or not, no problem. If you have the talent, I'll give the job. I'll give what? Okay, first this job you focus. The focus on the logic or focus on the structure? Logic comes from? And that's what I know, like where I have to place the code, that's all. That's what more focus on the basics, guys. Today you created your user component. What the component name here? Greeting. This greeting can be used by other people. That's what we should what? Export. First you should export, then other people can import. That's what I exported and I imported here, right? So no. Then go to the browser. You can see the output. You'll get the movies. So you can see, right? This is what file? Greeting file is coming. App.jsx is loading up. Loading app.jsx. But app.jsx using what file? Greeting file. Using what file? This is app.jsx file is including what file? Greeting.jsx. Top 5 movies. The 5 movies are showing like this: Pushpa, Kalyani, Bahubali, KGF, Salah. The advantage, like this greeting component is there. This greeting required one place of multiple project. Some content you see one place of multiple places. Multiple places. What we should do, like greeting like that. I did 4 times. Wherever you want that greeting, you can import it. How many times I done here? 4 times. 4 times means go to the browser. This is the first time output. This is second time output. This is third time output. Fourth time output. How many times coming here? Are you writing code multiple times or one time out? One time you can use the component multiple places. The component can be reused multiple places. Hey, the component can be what? Reused. The component can be used one place or multiple places. Just by importing the component. Just by importing what? That's all about the export and what? Import option, guys. Are you clear, right? Write example 2. You write the what? Greeting.jsx, you write the app.jsx, both files. And before that, someone has to use your component. I think you written this example 2, right? Check the step-by-step code, guys. What is the purpose of what? Import and export. Tell me, guys, what is the purpose of import and export? What is the purpose of what? Import and export. Question. What is the purpose of what? Purpose of import and what we can say? Export. Always try to learn the concept like single line answers. Don't make it as a paragraph. Paragraph if you're writing, you are by hearted. You are not fit for the industry. For the purpose of import, export, to make available your component to what? Your component to others. Use what option is here? Export. Example, export default app. Export default, otherwise greeting. To make available your component to others. Others means what? Other components. To make available your component to other components. Go for what? Import, export. Export. Next one is what? How to what the import? To use other components. To use other components, we need to import. To use it to get other components. To use, because I want to use that component, right? To use it to get no problem, to get other components. To use other components, we need to import. Example is what? Import what? Greeting from I forgot. Go for this app.jsx. This is import greeting from. Yeah. Import greeting from dot greeting. Dot slash greeting is the component name. File name. Greeting is the file name. This is a greeting is the component name. Make available your component to other components. Use export. Someone has to use your component. What you have to do? Someone has to use your component means you have to first you have to export. Later they need to import. Good. You write the greeting.jsx file. Greeting.jsx file. And you please write the app.jsx file. Also write the both files. Today we done very important points like React fragments. For the purpose of React fragment, wrap the multiple elements into the single React fragment. With the purpose of import and export. Sai said take this slowly. Sai understood? Sai Sanjay. Going good? Yes, sir. Online people and offline people. Strict warning. If you miss the React at least one class, if you miss, you cannot understand the next classes. Very clear. Assume that today if you miss the class, what is the situation? I can't. Import and export, React fragments. Structure is very, very important. Mostly you will not focus on the structure. You will focus on internal logics. You write the both file greeting.jsx and app.jsx. Which one you have to export? Greeting. Which one you have to import? Greeting. You write both them. By evening, you please check one example in the JavaScript example. JavaScript example, you write one small example. What example like, you take just, one button, greet. What the button name? Greet. When I click on the greet, in the below, just you print the message, good morning, Ratan sir. When I click on the greet, print the message, Good morning, Ratan sir. But that should be printed in the same browser. Button above is there. When I click below, you should get the message. Don't print in the console. Don't print in the alert. I don't want like that. When I click on the button, below I want to see the message. Button down. Button should be don't disappear. Button should be there. The button should be there. When I click on the button below, just a message. Good morning, Ratan sir. One Hey, you please check the example. Evening we will meet 4 o'clock. Online people buy 4 o'clock we'll meet. And please complete that example. You just create one button in the JavaScript. Create one button in what? JavaScript. When I click on the button, give the message, good morning, Ratan sir. Good morning. That's all.